No matter what your condition may be, it's not your conclusion. Drugs may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Alcohol may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Smoking may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Lust, you want everything you see, may be your condition, but it's not. You're not going to help me here. Pornography, may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Pain may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Abuse may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Sickness, all of us in here not well, may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. I told you I was sick 30 years. And I just didn't think it was no other way but to be sick and in pain. But all last year, my condition was not, help me somebody, my conclusion. Unemployment may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Lying may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Homosexuality may be your condition. Have I got a witness here? But it's not your conclusion. You may get caught in an act. It'll change your condition right away. Help me somebody. Divorce may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Prostitution may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. You may be a striptease dancer in church. That's your condition, but it's not your You may end up dancing down here. Help me somebody. Playing the lottery may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. You may be a spiritual fanatic. Maybe your condition, but not your conclusion. Even death may be your condition, but it's not your conclusion. Because we who believe in Christ know that there's life after death. How can you say these things, preacher? Because I've been doing it for so long. I've been drinking for so many years. Preacher, you don't understand. I have all these children out of wedlock. All of them got different daddies. Some of them I don't even know who their dad is. It may be your condition, not your conclusion. You look at 2 Kings 24, says before Isaiah had left the middle court, the word of the Lord came to him, go back and tell Hezekiah, the leader of my people, this is what the Lord, the God of your father David said, I've heard your prayer. Seeing your tears, I will heal you. On the third day from now, you'll go up to the temple. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 15 more years because your condition is not your conclusion. I've got a witness here. Start thinking about your condition and your conclusion. It's a lie. Because if you think your condition is where you're going to stay, that's a lie. And Satan is the daddy of lies. He wants to make you feel that you're trapped in your condition. It's nothing but a trick of the devil. Listen. If God keep waking you up, God can straighten out your condition. God keep waking you up, God can transform you and turn you into a new person. I don't think you're feeling me yet. You're still looking at me strange. Look. Come here, Moses. Moses had a condition. He was a murderer If you read Exodus 2 and 12, he slew an Egyptian and hid him in the sand. It was his condition, but not his conclusion. Came the leader of God's people. Can I call another one? Naaman, come here. Naaman was a leopard. 2 Kings 5 and 10, Elijah told him, Naaman, go to the river Jordan, and that old muddy river Jordan, and dip yourself 7 times. His condition was a leopard, but when he dipped the 4th time, still had the condition. When he dipped the 5th time, still had the condition. I can imagine Naaman saying, you know what? That preacher lied to me. I could have went to some of them nice lakes, but he sent me to a muddy Jordan. The 6th time he dipped, looked at his hands, still had leprosy, still had the condition. But the preacher said, dip 7 times. 7 is completeness. When he dipped the 7th time, come up out of the water. The condition had changed. He had a different conclusion. He looked at his hands. Hey, his hands looked new. Looked at his feet. Feet did too. But I got one more I want to share with you. There was a man who was in a condition, but he knew it was not his conclusion. This man went through every kind of trial you could imagine. He took the bombs of life to show you that you can take the small bullets of life. That man is Jesus. I know some of you in here right now saying in your mind, and I don't understand why I'm in this condition. That could be true about Moses and Naaman, but what about me? That man, he is the one who's able to keep you from falling. He is the one that took the walk to Calvary, hung on an old rugged cross. It was his condition, but not conclusion. He is the one they pierced in the side. Water and blood flowed from his side. It was his condition, but not his conclusion. He is the one that said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. It was his condition, but not his conclusion. He is the one that gave us, and on the dark Friday evening, it was his condition, but not his conclusion. Those just knew that it was the end of Jesus when the dead on the old rugged cross, but they just knew that when Jesus died, his condition was his conclusion. There were those that just knew it was all over. Jesus, Saturday morning, they just knew that it was all over Jesus, and his condition was his conclusion. Yeah, but as Saturday night was coming to a close and Sunday morning was starting to begin, something began to happen on Sunday morning. Sunday morning, something began to happen. Sunday morning, before the cock could crow, something started to happen. Jesus laid in that old cold tomb that had of death, and people just knew it was his conclusion. Got up with all power in his hand. I need to tell you, don't worry about your condition, because it's not your conclusion. Yeah, he got up with all power in his hand. Scientists, with all of their knowledge, cannot explain how Jesus got up from the grave. Science, with all of its formulas, cannot explain how Jesus got up from the grave. The president of the United States can't explain how Jesus got up from the grave. Theologians, smart as they are,